Big Poppy in the house. Hey, in case you don't know why I call Big Poppy, there's about 8,000 people in our organization, and that's the nickname that they've given me, so I'm just accustomed to using it. So, okay, what we're going to do right now is I've already cleaned the brass, I've already cleaned the pockets, and they've already been lubed. I've already did an inspection. And again, like I said, when you do an inspection, I have one of these gauges, and basically you want to take your shell, you want to drop it in, you want to make sure it's flush, you want to turn it upside down, and that brass falls right out. So the next step that where I'm at right now is, and before I do that, let's show you some things that you catch when using a gauge. If you can see how much is sticking out? Okay, now there's two things that could happen. One is that the brass is not trimmed correctly. The second thing is when you decap and resize, most of the time it's going to be that it's not resized correctly. That means being deep enough, because it does not allow you to go ahead and push that shell in completely all the way in and also exit falling straight out of the gate. Alright, so I've already showed you in one of my videos how to go and take a manual and you go across the top and you turn it. Okay, it does take a lot of time, but that's one method. And then another method is, you know, Richard Beck out there, I actually seen him using it in one of his videos, is you can take the same trimming device and you take the little thing, you turn it in a circle, and you can go to where you can hook it to a drill and leave the drill up on top and just go straight down and trim your cases. Well, I'm going to show you, here's what I like the best out of all the options that I have. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, now what I have here is, it's called the, let's see, this is the Remington 223, and I think it's called the Little Crow. And again, you can find this on the internet. They're a little pricey, but I'll tell you what, they work pretty good. And basically you find a brass casing that you have exactly what you want on your length, and you'll slide it all the way in here, and there's two little set screws on both sides. So once you take that into the correct length in there, push that in, tighten your two Allen screws here, and you're good to go. So again, what I want to try to do is I'm going to trim these, and I really like this method. So if you figure the time it takes you to use the drill and go up on the top and also do it manual, you can tell that this is a lot quicker. One thing I do recommend too, and I don't have them on right now, is this does put out metal shavings. So it's a real good idea to either wear glasses or safety glasses of some sort. But I think my investment, I think it was like, I don't know, 80, 85 bucks. And they've got them for different calibers as well. The next one I'm going to buy is the 308. But as you can see, it don't take you very long. loading these, I'm going to go ahead and use two different types of powder that I've been getting from Matt out of California. And I'm going to try that 335, and then I'm also going to try a CFE 223 powder. You get a rhythm going here. It don't take you very long to do a lot of these different steps if you're set up to do that. I've loaded enough as far as getting the brass prepared. What I was doing about every 20 rounds is taking a caliber and checking them. And with doing almost 1,000 2 weeks ago of getting this cases ready, I found that the dimension of having this set up is exactly where it's supposed to be. And all this is hooked up to is a cordless drill with an 18-volt battery. Yeah, boy, everybody in the East Coast, boy, you guys really got a lot of snow. We got about 6 or 8 inches last night. So you guys have seen the different videos out there for trimming your brass. And I'm always reloading everything I do in volume. The next step would be for these is going and putting the primers in them. I'm going to weld these on my single press instead of my progressive press this time. But anyway, that didn't take very long. There's quite a few rounds. They have primers in them, and then I'm ready to put powder in them. Thank you and good shooting.